A Farewell to America by Phillis Wheatley. At you, New England smiling meets, at you the flowery plain. Leave thine opening charms of spring and tend the roaring main. In vain for me the flowers rise, and boast their gaudy pride, while here beneath northern skies I mourn for health denied. Celestial maid of rosy hue, oh let me feel thy reign, and languish till thy face I view, the vanished joys regain. Susanna mourns, nor can I bear to see the crystal shower, mark with tender falling tear its sad departure's hour. And unregarding can I see his soul of grief oppressed, but let nor sighs nor groans for me steal from a pensive breast. In vain the feathered warblers sing, in vain the garden blooms, on the bosom of the spring breathes out her sweet perfumes. Although Britannia's distant shore we sweep the liquid plain, and with astonished eyes explore the wide extended main. Lo, health-pierced celestial dame, complacent and serene, Phoebes melt lower her frame with soul-delighting mane. To mark the well where London lies, with misty vapours crowned, which cloud Aurora's thousand dyes, and veiled charms around. While Phillis moves the car so slow her rising ray, give us the famous town to view, for glorious king of day. For thee, Britannia, I resign New England's smiling fields, to view again the charms divine which thy prospect yields. But thou temptation hence away, for all the fatal train, that once seduced my soul away with thine enchanting strain. Thrice happy way, whose heavenly shield secures their souls from harm, and fear temptation on the field of one its power disarms. A funeral poem on the death of an infant of 12 months, by Phillis Wheatley. Through airy roads he wings his instant flight to purer regions of celestial light, and large disease and numbered systems roll beneath him sees the universal whole. Planets on planets run their destined round, and circling wonders fill the vast profound. The eternal know, nor the imperial skies, with growing splendors strike his wondering eyes. The angel view him with delight unknown, press his soft hand and seat him on his throne. When smiling thus, to this divine abode, the seats of saints, of serfs, and of God, thrice welcome woe. A raptured babe replies, Thanks to my God, who snatched me to the skies. A vice triumphant had possessed my heart, and yet the tempter had beguiled my heart. And yet on sin-spaced actions I was bent, and yet I knew temptation's dire intent, and yet the lash for horrid crimes I felt. A vanity had led my way to guilt, but soon arrived at my celestial goal, for glories rushed on my expanding soul. Joyful he spoke, exulting cherubs around clapped their glad wings, the heavenly vaults resound. Say, parents, by this unavailing moan, why heave your pensive bosoms with a groan? To Charles, the happy subject of my song, a brighter world and nobler strains belong. Say, would you tear him from the realms above, where thoughtless wishes and preposterous love? Doth his felicity increase your pain? Or could you welcome to this world again, to her of bliss, with superior air? Methinks he answers with a smile severe, Thrones and dominions cannot tempt me there. But still you cry, can we with sigh forbear, and still must we not pour the tear? Our only hope, more dear than vital breath, 12 moons revolve becomes the prey of death. Delightful infant, nightly visions give thee to our arms, and me with joy receive. We fain will clasp the phantom to our breast, the phantom flies and leaves the soul unblessed. To yon bright regions let your faith ascend, prepare to join your dearest infant friend, and pleasures without measure, without end. A Hymn to Humanity, by Phillis Wheatley. Lo, for this dark terrestrial ball forsakes this azure-paved hall, a prince of heavenly birth. Divine humanity behold, what wonders rise, what charms unfold at this descent to earth. The bosom of a great and good, with wonder and delight he viewed, and fixed his empire there. Him close compressing to his breast, the sire of gods and men addressed, My son, my heavenly fair. Descend to earth, where place thy throne, so commands afflicted son, each human heart inspire, to act in bounties unconfined, enlarge the close contracted mind, and fill it with thy fire. Quick as the word, with swift career, he wings his course from star to star, and leaves the bright abode. The virtue did his charms impart, and the raptured heart perceived the rushing God. For when my pitying eye did see the languid muse in low degree, then, it by desire, descending the celestial nine, o'er me methought they deigned to shine, and deigned to string my lyre. Can Afric's muse forgetful prove, or can such friendship fail to move a tender human heart? immortal friendship laurel crowned, with smiling graces all surround, with every heavenly art. A hymn to the evening, by Phillis Wheatley. Soon as the sun forsook the eastern main, the pealing thunder shook the heavenly plain. Majestic grandeur, where sapphire's wing exhales the incense of the blooming spring. Soft pearls the streams, the birds renew their notes, and through the air the mingled music floats. For all the heavens with beauteous dyes are spread, while the west glories in the deepest red. So may our breasts with every virtue glow, the living temples of our God below. Filled with the praise of him who gives the light, and draws the sail curtains of the night, let placid slumber soothe each very mind, let morn to wake more heavenly, more refined. So shall the labours of the day begin, more pure, more guarded than the snares of sin. Night's leaden sceptre seals my drowsy eyes. An hymn to the morning, by Phillis Wheatley. Attend my lays, ye every honoured nine, assist my labours and my strains refine. In smoothest numbers pour the notes along, for bright Aurora now demands my song. Aurora hail all the thousand dyes, which deck their progress through the vaulted skies. The morn awakes, and wide extends her rays, never leave a gentle fireplace. Harmonious lays with their rays resume, dart with bright eye, and shake with painted plume. Your shady groves your verdant gloom display, to shield your pole from the burning day. Calliope awake the sacred lyre, with their fair sisters fan the pleasing fire. The bowers, the gales, the variegated skies, and other pleasures in my bosom rise. Seen the earth, the illustrious king of day, his rising radiance drives the shades away. But I feel his velvet beams too strong, and scarce begun, conclude the abortive song. His excellently General Washington, by Phillis Wheatley. Celestial choir, enthroned on realms of light, Columbia's scenes of glorious toils are right. As freedom's cause the anxious breast alarms, she flashes dreadful in refulgent arms. See Mother Earth her offspring's fate bemoan, and nations gaze at scenes before unknown. See the bright beams of heaven's revolving light, involved in sorrows and the veil of night. The goddess comes, she moves divinely fair, olive and laurel binds her golden hair. Wherever shines this native of the skies, unnumbered charms and recent graces rise. Muse, thou propitious, while my pen relates her poor armies through thousand gates, as when Aeolus heaven's fair face deforms, enwrapped in tempest and the night of storms. Astonished ocean feels the wild uproar, very fluent surges beat the sounding shore. Her fingers leaves in autumn's golden rain, such and so many moves the warrior strain, and bright airy they seek the work of war, where higher unfurled the ensign waves in air. Shall I to Washington their praise recite? Enough one knows them in the field of fight. Thee first in peace and honour we demand, the grace and glory of thy martial band. Fame for the valor, for the virtuous more, hear every tongue thy guardian aid implore. One century scarce performed its distant round, when Gallic powers Columbia's fury found. And so may you, whoever dares disgrace, lend the freedom's heaven-defended race. Fixed are the eyes of nations on the scales, when the hopes Columbia's arm prevails. And in Britannia droops the pensive head, where round increase the rising hills of dead. A cruel blindness to Columbia's state, lament the first of boundless power too late. Proceed, great chief, with virtue on thy side, every action that the goddess guide. A crown, a mansion, a throne that shine with gold unfading, Washington be wine. On the death of a young gentleman, Phillis Wheatley, who taught the conflict with the powers of night, to vanquish Satan in the fields of light, who strong by feeble arms of might unknown, or great the conquest and or bright the crown. War with each princedom, throne, and power is o'er, the scene is ended to return no more. Or could my muse the seat on high behold, or deck with laurel how enriched with gold? Or could she hear what praise thine harp employs, how sweet thine anthems, how divine thy joys? What heavenly grandeur shall exalt her strain, what holy raptures in the numbers reign? To soothe the troubles of a mind to peace, to still the tumult of life's tossing seas, to ease the anguish of a parent's heart, what shall my sympathizing words impart? As the balm to heal so deep a wound, but shall a sovereign remedy be found? Look, gracious Spirit, from thine heavenly bower, and thy full joys into the bosom's pour, the raging tempest of her grief control, and spread the dawn of glory through the soul, to eye the path a saint departed trod, and trace him to the bosom of his God. On the death of a young lady of 5 years of age, the Phillis Wheatley, from dark abodes the fair ethereal light, in raptured innocence's winged flight, on the king bosom of eternal love she finds unknown beatitude above. With known ye parents, nor her loss deplore, she feels the iron hand of pain no more. Dispensation of unerring grace shall turn your sorrows into grateful praise. That when no tears for henceforth flow, no more distress nor dark veil below. A morning sun, which rose divinely bright, was quickly mantled with the gloom of night. But here in heaven's blessed bowers your fancy fair, and learn to imitate her language where. For Lord, whom I behold with glory crowned, by what sweet name and what tuneful sound wilt thou be praised? Seraphic powers faint, infinite love and majesty to paint. To thee let all their graceful voices raise, and saints and angels join their songs of praise. Perfect in bliss, she from her heavenly home looks down, and smiling beckons you to come. But when, fond parents, by these fruitless groans, restrain your tears, and cease your plaintive moans, freed from the world of sin, snares, and pain, and would you wish your daughter back again? Now bow resigned, let hope your grief control, and check a rising tumult of the soul. Calm the prosperous and adverse day, though the God who gives and takes away, I him and all, his holy name will rear, upright your actions and your hearts sincere, having sailed for life's tempestuous sea, and from its rocks and boisterous billows free, yourselves, safe land on the blissful shore, shall join your happy babe to part no more. On the death of Dr. Samuel Marshall, by Phillis Wheatley. Through thickest glooms look back, immortal shade, on that confusion which my dead has made. Or from Olympus' height look down, and see a town involved in grief bereft of thee. While Lucy sees thee mingle with the dead, and rends her graceful tresses from her head. Wild in a woe, grief unknown oppressed, sigh follows sigh, deep heaving from her breast. Too quickly fled are, whither art thou gone? Lost for ever to the wife and son. Helpless child, thine only hope and her, clings round his mother's neck, and weeps his sorrows bare. The loss of thee on Tyler's soul returns, and Boston for a dear physician mourns. When sickness called for Marshall's healing hand, without compassion did his soul expend. In him we found the father and the friend, and life who laughed, honored in his end. And must not then no escutcheon stay to bring his lingering infant into day? The babe unborn in the dark womb is tossed, and seems in anguish for his father lost. Gone is Apollo from his house of earth, where lays the sweet memorials of his worth. The common parent whom we all deplore, from yonder world unseen must come no more. Yet midst our woes the mortal hopes attain, the spouse, the sire, the universal friend. On Virtue, by Phillis Wheatley. O thou bright jewel, in my aim I strive to comprehend thee. When own words declare wisdom is higher than the foot can reach, I cease to wonder, no more attempt thine height explore of heaven wide profound. And O my soul, sink not into despair, virtue is near thee, and with gentle hand would now embrace thee who hast o'er thine head. Fain would the heaven-born soul for converse, when seek, when court her for promised bliss. Auspicious queen, when heavenly pinions spread, and lead celestial chastity along. Lo, now his sacred retinue descants, arrayed in glory from the orbs above. Attend me, virtue, from her youthful years, or leave me not to the false joys of time, and guide my steps to endless life and bliss. Greatness, or goodness, say what I shall call thee, to give me an higher appellation still. Teach me a better strain, a nobler lay, of thou enthroned by cherubs in the realms of day. To a Lady and her Children, by Phillis Wheatley. Overwhelming sorrow now demands my song. On death the overwhelming sorrow sprung. What flowing tears, what hearts of grief oppressed, what sighs and sighs heave a fond parent's breast. A brother weeps for heartless sister join, decreasing woe in swell crystal brine. The poor ones, generous bounty fed, drop and bewail the benefactor dead. In death a friend, the kind companion lies, and one death with various comfort dies. The unhappy mother sees the sanguine rill forget to flow, and nature's wheels stand still. But see from earth his spirit far removed, and on her grief recalls your best beloved. He upon pinions swifter than the wind has left mortality's sad scenes behind, for joys to this terrestrial state unknown, and glories richer than the monarch's crown. Of virtue's steady course the prize behold. What blissful wonders to his mind unfold, but of celestial joys sing in vain. Attempt not muse, but to adventurous strain. No more on briny shores your friends around, or Bathurst clay, or waste moan the ground. Still do you weep, still wish for his return, a crew who has to wish and thus to mourn. No more for him the streams of sorrow pour, but haste to join him on the heavenly shore. and harps of gold to tune immortal lays, to your God immortal anthems raise. To a lady on her coming to North America with a son for the recovery of her health, Phillis Wheatley. Indulgent muse, the growing mind inspire, from the bosom with celestial fire. See from Jamaica's fervid shore she moves, like the fair mother of her blooming loves, from both a goddess hand, fans with soft breeze, lights upon the land. But she in Neptune's watery realm reclined, appeared, and was invites the lingering wind. Arise, ye winds, America explore, weft your gales from this malignant shore. The northern mile climbs along to greet the hope that health my rival meet. Soon as she spoke on my ideal view, the winds ascended and the vessel flew. Madam, your spouse bereft of wife and son, the grove's dark recesses pours his moan. Each branch, wide-spreading to the ambient sky, forgets its verdure and submits to die. The winds turn and leave the sultry plain, as if pursue the passenger of the main. The ships arise before the favouring wind makes the Philadelphian port a sign. Whence I attend you to Bostonia's arms, the generous friendship every bosom warms. Thrice welcome here, my healthy wife again, bloom on thy cheek and bound in every vein. And back return to gladden every heart, give your spouse souls far dear apart. Received again, and for the sweet surprise, the tear and transport starting from his eyes. While his attendant son, with blooming grace, springs to his father's ever dear embrace. With shouts of joy Jamaica's rocks resound, with shouts of joy the country rings around. To a lady on the death of her husband, by Phillis Wheatley. Grim monarch, see deprived of vital breath, a young physician in the dust of death. Does thou go on incessant to destroy, our griefs to double and lay waste our joy? Now for never yet waste none to say, for millions die, the vessels of thy sway. No youth, nor science, nor the ties of love, naught on earth thy flinty heart can move. The friend, the spouse, from his dart to save, in vain he asks the sovereign of the grave. Fair mourner, where see the loved Leonard laid, thou him spread the deep, impervious shade. Closed are his eyes, and heavy fetters keep his senses bound in never waking sleep. The time shall cease, the many and starry world shall fall from heaven, and thy confusion hurled, to nature in a final wreck shall lie, the last groan shall rend the azure sky. Not till then his active soul shall claim his body, divine immortal frame. But see the softly stealing tears apace, pursue each other down the mourner's face. But she's thy tears, but every sigh depart, and cast the load of anguish from the heart. On the cold shell of his great soul rise, and look beyond for native of the skies. There fix the view, the fleeter than the wind, the Leonard mounts, and leaves the earth behind. Thyself prepare to pass the veil of night, to join forever on the hills of light. Divine embrace with joyful spirit moves to thee, the partner of his earthly loves. He welcomes thee to pleasures more refined, and better suited to the immortal mind. To a lady on the death of three relations, by Phillis Wheatley. We trace the power of death from tomb to tomb, and his are all the ages yet to come. To his to call the planets from on high, like Phoebus in the sulphur sky. His too, when all his dark realms are hurled, from its firm base to shake the solid world. His fatal sceptre rules the spacious whole, and trembling nature rocks from pole to pole. Awful he moves, and wide his wings are spread. Behold the brother numbered with the dead. From bondage freed, the exulting spirit flies beyond Olympus and the starry skies. Lost in a woeful weebless shade, we mourn in vain. To earth one never must return. My sisters too, fair mourner, feel the dart of death, and the fresh torture rend thine heart. Weep not for them, and leave the world behind. As the young plant by hurricanes uptorn, so near its parent lies the newly born. But midst the bright eternal train behold, it shines superior on a throne of gold. Thee mourner cheese, that hope thy tears restrain, smile on the tomb and soothe the raging pain. On yon blest regions fix thy longing view, mindless of sublunary scenes below. Ascend the sacred mount, and forth arise, and seek substantial and immortal joys. Where hope receives, the faith to vision springs, and raptured terrors tune the immortal strings, to strains ecstatic, while the chorus join, and to the Father tune the praise divine. To the King's most excellent Majesty, by Phillis Wheatley. Your subjects hope, dread sire, the crown upon your brows may flourish long, and that your arm may in your God be strong. And may your sceptre numerous nations sway, and all of love and readiness obey. But how shall we the British King reward, who rule in peace, our Father and our Lord? Midst the remembrance of favours past, the meanest peasants most admire the last. May George, beloved by all the nations around, live with heaven's choicest constant blessings crowned. Great God, direct and guard him from on high, and from his head let every evil fly. And may each clime with equal gladness see a monarch's smile can set his subjects free. To the University of Cambridge, by Phillis Wheatley. While an intrinsic ardor prompts to write, the muses promise to assist my pen. 'Twas not long since I left my native shore, the land of errors and Egyptian gloom. Father of mercy, 'twas thy gracious hand brought men safe from those dark abodes. Students, to vote is given to scan the heights, above a traverse infernal space, marked with systems of revolving worlds. Still more, ye sons of science, ye receive the blissful news by messengers from heaven, where Jesus' blood for your redemption flows. See him with hands outstretched upon the cross, immense compassion his bosom glows. He hears, revilers, nor resents the scorn, what matchless mercy in the Son of God. The whole human race, by sin and fallen, he deigned to die, that they might rise again, and share with him in the sublimest skies life without death and glory without end. Improve your privileges while they stay, ye pupils, in each hour redeem that bears a good or bad report of you to heaven. Let sin, that baneful evil to the soul, by you be shunned, nor once remit your guard. Suppress the deadly serpent on its egg, ye blooming plants of human race divine, and if it tells you 'tis your greatest foe, its transient sweetness turns to endless pain, and immense perdition sinks the soul.